goes to the one that is speaking. In this case, Rolf.
So now I need to start. Okay. Aha. Ah, there's a long cable.
The optimal placing.
Yes.
Placing is there.
Optimal placing is here, yeah.
Square, yes.
Yes. Okay. So I don't get I don't get blinded. This is really powerful, yeah. Oh, that's good. Hi, Shiga. Okay. So I think we are missing like 1 or 2 people. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It should work. Frau Lemke ist auch da. Okay, so good morning, everybody. Benvenuti a Lugano. It's a pleasure to welcome you here. And before I start to talk a little bit about conference and to talk a little bit about Lugano, I would like to warn you, and this is a very powerful beamer. So as soon as you move here, you will be blinded. So I recommend whenever you give your presentation, you remain in this part of the stage in order to take care of your eyes. So as you might know, this is not the first time that this conference is taking place in Switzerland. This is already the 3rd one, but it's the first time it's taking place in the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland. And as you might have noticed, many of you might have come from Milan, so you came from the south. And as you know, the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland is separated from French and German-speaking part by the Alps. And there's a saying here in Ticino, and the saying is, "Gli Alpi sono una barriera ma anche una protezione." And this means the Alps, the mountains, are a barrier, but also a protection. So this means there's a loss of exchange, but there's also somehow the idea to stay a little bit in the own cultural environment. And I very much hope that during the next days you are going to enjoy the city and this particular Swiss-Italian environment. And I would like to give you some little hints for doing this. And the first one, let me start from the organizational point of view. University organizing this is Università della Svizzera Italiana, which is USI. So you might have heard about this as University of Lugano, which is not the official title, right? Official title is Università della Svizzera Italiana, so University of the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland. And as a second organizing university, we have KAUST, which is King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia. A small side remark, and this is when I came to USI, which was in 2009, KAUST was created, and USI now is about, let's say, end of the 20s, 30 years old, so both are very young universities. USI is a Swiss cantonal university, and KAUST is an endowed university in Saudi Arabia. Both are young universities, but have been growing significantly through the last decades. Concerning the city, let me give you some information. If you look out here, we have a fantastic view. We are a little bit behind the station. So if you go on the terrace and look onto the sea, you will see the panorama. You will see the lake of Lugano, Lago Ceresio, and you will see 2 mountains, which are somehow the local mountains. One is San Salvatore, and the second one is called Monte Bre. For both, there is what is called a funicolare, which I have read in the dictionary in English is, you would call it a cable car or a funicular. So this is basically a railway hanging on a rope, right? So if it goes up and down, your life depends on this rope. And there's a nice story, because if you go down to the station where most of you have arrived, you will find the funicolare directly going into the city center. It's very convenient. You can walk. It's like 5 minutes, only stairs, but you can also take the train in this particular sense. Now it's driven by an electric engine. In former times, many, many decades ago, they did it by water power. So how do you do it? You have two cars, right? One up, one down, and the upper car has a very big tank. You just fill it with water, let it go down, you let off the water, and so you continue. So that was the original way of, how can I say, very ecological driving the funicular, and now they do it electrically. You can go up both mountains. You can do very nice hikes. If you go up Monte Bre, you can go to the neighboring mountain, which is called Monte Bolga. It will take you a day, and you can have a very nice hiking tour. What we offer for you in order to experience a little nature and environment on Saturday is a walk to Gandria, which is a small village nearby Lugano. So walking to Gandria is very nice because you walk along the lake. And then from Gandria, we will take a boat back and eat after the stress of walking to Gandria, which is very nice. You don't need particular shoes. So this is not really a hiking trail. It's really a nice weekend walking trail. This is our, in that sense, social event on Saturday. We will have conference dinner in a restaurant which is at Parkhotel. If you go down to the city center, you will find also a large park, which is called Parkhotel, very nice. And this also includes a river flowing into the lake. You can go there, you can enjoy the park, you can have coffee in the city center. You can go along Via Nassa, so if you would like to buy watches, jewelry, or other things, that's a very good place to be. Yeah, whatever you would like to get from Lugano. You got via email a Ticino ticket, so you should be able to use public transport without further cost, right? All what you need to do is to register yourself, but in principle you can use buses. Trains in Switzerland are very much on time. So if you would like to go to Locarno, to Bellinzona, to whatever, to other cities, this will take not too long. Basically, Bellinzona by now is like 15 minutes. And you can usually rely on trains coming very punctually, which is nice because station is right down here. Gandria we have, Monte Bre, San Salvatore. In terms of organization, finally, because of course this was not done by me alone, but most likely by many other persons, I would like to express my thanks to whomever has been working on this. And thanks go, of course, to the hotel, because you might have seen it's a very nice hotel, basically in the city center, a little bit hidden behind the station, but in a very strategic position. And we got a good price, which means you have seen that the registration fee includes completely the hotel, and prices in Switzerland for hotels in general are not so low. So the complete package you got is based on a very nice offer by the hotel. And so it's my pleasure to thank the hotel for this. So there was Martina Macaulay and Edgar Faspin. We had in Decanato, you might have exchanged some emails maybe. There was Elisa Largi and Erika and Alessia Padovan for taking care of the environment and the program. And in terms of the organizing committee, there is Patrick Zulian, Marco Favino, and Maria Nestola, with whom you might have exchanged emails. And then if you have any questions, we have students here. So there's Shega, Bindi, Milana, Gabriele, and Layan, and sitting over there. So if you have any questions, we will try to help you, to support you, and to make your stay as pleasant as possible. And now coming to the scientific part of the program, our, how can I say, not owner, caretaker maybe of this conference, right, who is Michel Raoult, is in Japan these days. Unfortunately, he could not change his schedule, or fortunately. I mean, Japan is a very nice place to stay. And he has sent us a message, which I would like to present to you in a few minutes, but before doing so, I would like to welcome you again. I hope you have a very nice day. I hope you will enjoy conference. I hope you will enjoy the city. And if there's any questions, just ask us. and we will try to help you and make your stay as pleasant as possible. So, benvenuti a Lugano.
Dear colleagues, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank very much for the kind invitation of today's presentation. However, as I answered in German, I will do that needed, and I apologize for that. To better understand what is conference, let's jump forward from learning the past. In 1989, Calgary, which is of growing contact, invited underground and actually advanced for think tank in the river. And we spent altogether a week here in a city bicycle, talking about our research and more generally about the practice of this. So, talk about formulation, about computation, about the biomechanics, and so on. And it was a very pleasant experience, but overall, it was extremely positive. This gave us the idea of extending the theories of the think tank to the scale of the symposium. And 2 years later, in 1992, I actually organized this project. And 2 years later, I organized the institute in Moscow. We could see this program theory as a and offering not only presentation of research results, but absolutely the forum for discussion and exchange between the participants. This is why, from the very beginning, the characteristic of the contact mechanics is one. First, only the single location, more for the village, for the residents, and for our use. Informal institutions and strengthen the readily understand for no polarization, so that everyone can all of the vision. Therefore, the photo and receiving contact mechanics converted by angle, modeling formulation in mathematics, computation, experiment, computation, and so on. So the idea was to gather the different communities of the environment. And last point, the important one, was to keep the registration fees as low as possible. This regular occupation of young researchers and the students. And these points are still the hallmark of this, the style of the contact developmental report. Now, I would like to warmly thank Ron Marshall as the entire organizing committee for the efficient and excellent organization of this event. Many thanks to all participants and my wishes for the symposium and for the good work and enjoy the day in Lugano. See you soon. Bye.